Listen to what this child calls his mama.
You're bitch. You're actual bitch. You're actual bitch. You're bitch. That's a got it. Look at I'm there. You're getting back. Looking for you. Mom, Dad.
Doing like she crazy, cursing at her, telling her what you won't do. You won't clean your room. You won't do what you want to do. And you talk to your mother like that? Like you tough? Do you think you tough, little man? Talk to me like you talk to your mother. Talk to me. You think you tough, don't you? Boss up on me. Cuss me out. Tell me you ain't gonna do what I say do. I dare you. I dare you. You ain't gonna do it to me? Why you do it to her? Why you talk to her disrespectfully? Why? Little boy, answer me. Why do you talk to your mother disrespectfully? You don't know why you do it. Today I'm gonna help you find out why. And today it ends. Today it ends. Do you understand? You will not call your mother out of her name. Ever again.
Shalom. Before we want to start off, I give all praise and glory to Yahweh. Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Kakurash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, peace and salutations unto the elect. Salaki, if the mic quality isn't the best, I'm using a new mic, but as you can tell from the video in the beginning, you can see the disrespectful ass kid. All right, and you know in your day-to-day life you see a lot of disrespectful kids, but you know uh there's just some things that we ought to do, as men of the Lord. And one thing is that the Lord told us to obey our parents, and to be respectful to our parents. This is Exodus 20:12. Honor thy mother and thy Slakia. Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord Yahweh Shai thy power had given thee. So you shouldn't be calling your mom a bitch. That's just something that is something that's unacceptable. Yes, sometimes our parents are very non-understanding. But you know it is what it is. You shouldn't be calling your parents a bitch. And this is why it's very important to have a father in the household. All right. Having a father in the household really keeps the household in order. All right. A lot of times you see these reckless children. If you're shopping or whatever. And you hear reckless ass children. You know, 9 times out of 10, they probably don't have a father, or the mother is in charge of the household. All right. Your mother does not install fear in you. All right. Your father does. All right. But this is your mother just simply cannot hit as hard as your father. And you know part of parenting is understanding that you will have to discipline your children. All right. And it isn't it isn't cruelty. It isn't child cruelty. It isn't any of that. It's just being a parent, disciplining your child, like the Lord is doing to us right now. The Lord is disciplining us right now. You know. This is Ephesians 6:1. Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. You know, uh, your parents are ultimately just trying to look out for you. And this is why sometimes it's the Lord speaking, to you. Sometimes the Lord speaking to you via your parents. So that's why sometimes you're like, damn, that was kind of wise of my mom for me to say, I should have not done this. It could have been the Lord speaking through her, using her as a vessel. You know, so it's very important that you honor your mother and your father. All right. All right. To honor your mother and your father, and to not be disrespectful. Don't talk back to your mother. Don't talk back to your father. Because at the end of the day, this is the order. There's order in everything. And the father, and the father is the head of the house. You know, the father is the head of the house, and then is the mother, and then is the kids. It's just how it is. You know, Slovakia. You know, and so like, and you see in that video, the kid kept calling his mother the B word, a bitch. And that's something that just like I've said, it's very simple, straightforward. Don't be calling your mother that. You know, there's gonna be multiple clips. And I just wanted to make this topic real quick because I've seen you know um, you see a bunch of these videos on the internet nowadays, disrespectful ass kids, not honoring their mother, not honoring your father, you know you know This is Ephesians 5:23. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Yahushua is the head of the church, and he is the savior of our body. So it's telling you right here that the Lord, I mean, Slakia, the man is the head of the household. Well, it says head of the wife, but the wife, when you have a household, it's the man, the wife, and the children. So, the head of the household, the man is the head of the household, just like Yahushua is the head of the church, you know. So, the your husband, if your husband needs to discipline your child, don't stand up for your child, because if it's actual like beating, like brute, like actual beating, like beyond discipline, then you know that's not my thing to say. I'm not gonna, but you know if your husband is disciplining your child, because your child is doing reckless things, it's because your husband wants your child to know, to learn. you know and children, if your dad is you think your dad is too strict, you think your dad is you know out there too harsh, just because he wants you to not do reckless things. All right. If you're out there stealing cars and shit, and you come home and your dad finds out and he beats you, he's not just gonna be like, oh, you know what, don't do that, because you're never gonna learn. So I just wanted to make this lesson real quick. uh these kids are badass kids on TikTok, on the Instagram, on all these. Well, yeah, with that, I'm gonna say shalom.